Look at these clowns. So I came to sit down here because the bus seats are too dirty. He comes, he walks over here. Do what? Look at the surveillance camera up here. I'm telling you, these people are just ridiculous. Let's just tell you how much surveillance they have me under. That this is what they do. You know, I mean, this is a Jewish. What is this? Some Jewish center, what have you. So, because I'm sitting here, look. Now I want you to check him out now. What happens? You see 3 cars, a white van, 2 other cars, right? And that's where he walks into the street, so he can walk next to those 3 cars. Everything is coordinated in colors. Look at him walking back now. I mean, these people are the ones who are crazy, right? They're the ones with the mental illness. That this is what type of shit they engage in, right? You got to be mentally ill to do something like this, right? And again, when you're deeply indoctrinated with religion, you have a mental illness, because religion is not based on anything that's factual and true. It is not. It is based on mythology, and people have been conditioned to take these things literally, right? Because they don't know history. They don't want to know history. It's a deep indoctrination that starts when they're young. Okay? Now you have every right to believe whatever you want to believe in. Okay? But don't tell me that it's factual. I used to be a believer, but now I think. Right? Now I use common sense and logic instead of belief. Because I realize that when you're younger and you're indoctrinated in the belief system, the people around you don't tell you the truth, because they don't know the truth. They've been taught lies. So whatever they tell you is going to be lies. Now that isn't everything, right? So whatever they tell you, again, is going to be lies. But they believe the lies to be true. So I'm standing here in front of the Jewish, again, I'm sitting here on the stoops of the, this Jewish center, what have you here. And again, even in their adopted belief system, and I say adopted belief system because they are not the original. There you go, U-turn. They always start to do the stuff because I see them make the U-turn. They don't believe. Actually, I don't believe. What was I saying? They are not the original believers of the Hebrew religion. Okay. You can go back to their genealogy. These are the European Ashkenazi Jews. These are late converts to Judaism. Okay? Hebrew, the Hebrew faith, right? So you got to look who were some of the people who started the so-called Judaism. Okay, and these are the Hyksos. Now the Hyksos were, again, they were Europeans, but not these Europeans. Okay? And the Hyksos, again, also converted black Africans into Judaism. But again, it's just a belief system that they took from Kemet when they ruled Kemet for 500 and some odd years. Okay? Like I said, go and read Manetho's The History of Egypt. Right? It really is the history of Kemet, but the history of Egypt. And it talks about the Hyksos and who were they and what happened and how they were kicked out of Kemet, okay, by a Nubian king and his general, okay, and how they went into the desert and then they built a city surrounded by walls and they called it Judea. Okay, so again, like I said, you don't know history, you don't study anything, you just believe what they tell you, then they're going to believe whatever it is that they tell you. A lot of times, Christians, though they don't really truly understand their own mindset on the Christianity and the indoctrination, what they tell others is lies. They don't tell them the truth. You know? I don't ask any Christians for advice when it comes to my personal life. I don't. Because they're not gonna say anything that's realistic and anything that's going to be for your benefit. Okay? They're just gonna pacify you, tell you to go to your Bible, okay? And again, tell you to trust in the so-called God or what have you, which is again doesn't exist. Okay, and they have done a good job of taking down those of us in the conscious community who understand the history, our history, because to them it is a war, and they're fighting against Satan. All right, and who is Satan? Anybody who speaks the truth, but they don't understand they're worshiping Satan. Okay, New York Predator Department. What's it gonna show up? And the engine sound like it's about to blow up. Right, like literally, the engine sound like it's about to explode in their vehicle. Wow. Anyhow, yeah, look, NYPD come by and turn off the lights. Yeah. Oh, we got the sample. Always gotta find the sample. Always gotta find the sample. Always gotta find the sample. Look, you're looking up there at the police. Yeah, whatever. Anyhow, tell you, they just waited. So, as I was saying, they're not going to give you any helpful advice, any realistic advice. Okay, and they're just going to pacify and tell you what you want to hear. Okay, because that's what they've been taught to do. Because that's what's been done to them and continue to be done to them. All right, and particularly when it comes to their children, like I said, they don't love their children. They don't. They do not love their children, because what they do with the further indoctrination of the children is to destroy the mindset of the children, to destroy their children's mind, to prevent their children from learning anything that's constructive, that will benefit them in the long run and will benefit others. Okay? Religion creates a very narcissistic mindset within its believers. Okay, and when I say narcissistic, I don't mean the clinically diagnosed narcissistic. What I'm talking about is comes to religious people. When you look at the trace of narcissism, here comes the homeless guy. No. I saw him walking across the street. And as he's walking away, you're looking at the license plate. He's gonna make a U-turn. What's license plate say? Monday? Oh, really? What's gonna happen Monday? It's MON, right? So Monday, short for Monday, MON. We shall see. They love to send me subliminal message, and I anticipate some of the things that they're gonna say, because some of the things is very obvious. I guess it's a threat, right? And I think it has to do because, like I said, they've been trying to, manipulate me into, particularly with Pam, and the fact that, like I said, the kids are, Friday, right? My daughter went to school. My daughter got to school at 8:50. My son didn't even make it to school on time. School just started. The first day of school, they made it to school on time. Why? Because I was there. I took my daughter to school because she didn't want to. She did not want her mother to take her to school on the first day. She wanted me to take her to school. I took her to school. Okay, I made sure they got there. When I got home, I called them. They went to bed a little after 9 o'clock. Okay. What happened? Their mother, she knew that she had a date on Friday. So what did she do? She came in the house and she went to sleep. That's what she did. Okay? Because she wants to conserve all her energy for her date on Friday. That's what she does. Okay? And as she was leaving Friday, she left around, like I said, minutes to 9. And I said to her, the time you're leaving, what time are you going to get back? Okay, I said, your kid, our kids are 14 and 10. You going to leave them in the house all night? And I'm sure that's probably what she did. Because even today I asked her, I said, what time did you get home? She's like, she kind of shrugged her shoulders. I said, what, you don't want to answer? I just asked you, look what she did. On the phone, she came over, walked over, look at the license plate of the, the vehicle there. Okay. Oh, my bus. Oh, okay. I almost missed my bus.